Let me ask you something. What do Thomas Edison, Michael Jordan, and J.K. Rowling all have in common? It's not just success. It's not just talent. It's not just luck. The real secret is this: they all fail over and over again. And it was those very failures that paved the way to their success. Here's the truth nobody likes to admit. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your greatest ally. And today, I'm going to show you why failure is the key to long-term success, and how you can start using your failures to fuel your future. Why we fear failure. Failure scares us because we've been trained to see it as a dead end. Think about school. You fail a test, and it's marked in red ink. You fail a class, and it's seen as shameful. From a young age, we're taught that failure means we're not good enough. But in reality, failure is just feedback. It's the world's way of saying, try again, but smarter. The only real failure is giving up before you learn the lesson. Famous failures who changed the world. Let's look at a few people who turned failure into triumph. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job because his editor said he lacked imagination. Imagine that. The man behind Mickey Mouse and Disneyland was told he wasn't creative enough. Oprah Winfrey was once demoted from her job as a news anchor because she was considered unfit for television. Today, she's one of the most influential figures in media. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team, later said, "I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." These people weren't superhuman. They simply refused to let failure define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to keep going. Why failure builds resilience. Failure hurts, yes, but that pain builds resilience. Every time you fall and get back up, you train yourself to be tougher, stronger, and more determined. Think about lifting weights. The muscle only grows when it's torn down and rebuilt. Your mindset works the same way. Failure breaks down your ego, your comfort zone, and your excuses so you can rebuild stronger. And resilience is priceless, because once you've been knocked down and learned how to rise, you stop being afraid of falling. That's when you become unstoppable. Failure is the best teacher. Let's be real. Success doesn't teach you much. If you win right away, you don't stop to ask why. You just celebrate. But failure forces you to pause, reflect, and adjust. Think about when you were learning to ride a bike. You didn't master it on the first try. You wobbled, you fell, you scraped your knees. But each fall taught you something new: how to balance, how to pedal, how to steer. Without those falls, you never would have learned. Life works the same way. Every failed job interview teaches you how to present yourself better. Every failed relationship shows you what you really need in a partner. Every failed business attempt sharpens your instincts for the next one. Failure is a classroom, and the lessons you learn there are priceless. The hidden benefits of failure. Here's something most people overlook. Failure has hidden benefits. Number 1, it humbles you and keeps your ego in check. Failure reminds you that no matter how skilled, smart, or prepared you think you are, there's always room to grow. It brings you back to reality, showing you that success isn't guaranteed but earned through persistence. And in that humility, you gain the wisdom to listen, learn, and improve. Number 2, it forces you to innovate and think outside the box. When your original plan doesn't work, failure pushes you to explore new ideas, fresh strategies, and creative solutions you might never have considered otherwise. It challenges you to adapt, stretch your imagination, and discover smarter ways to reach your goals. Number 3, it builds empathy. You understand what others are going through. When you've stumbled, struggled, or faced rejection yourself, you become more compassionate toward others on their journey. You realize that everyone faces setbacks, and instead of judging, you start encouraging and supporting. Failure connects us as humans because it's something we all experience. Number 4, it makes success feel sweeter. When you've fought through setbacks, rejection, and countless failed attempts, that moment of victory feels more rewarding than words can describe. The struggle gives your success meaning. It transforms a simple achievement into a triumph you've truly earned. Let's be honest, success without struggle feels empty. But when you've stumbled, sacrificed, and fought your way through failure, that victory means everything. How to embrace failure. So how do you stop fearing failure and start embracing it? Number 1, shift your perspective. Failure is not the end. It's a step forward. Each setback carries a lesson that moves you closer to your goal. Instead of seeing it as a wall blocking your path, think of it as a stepping stone. Every mistake, every rejection, every misstep is guiding you toward the right direction. You're not stuck, you're learning. Number 2, detach self-worth from results. Failing doesn't mean you are a failure. It simply means that one attempt, one strategy, or one idea didn't work out. Big difference. Your value as a person isn't measured by wins and losses. It's measured by your willingness to keep showing up, to keep trying, and to keep growing. When you separate who you are from what happened, you free yourself to learn without carrying the weight of shame. Number 3, learn quickly, fail fast. The faster you make mistakes, the faster you learn and adapt. Every misstep gives you immediate feedback that you can use to adjust your next move. Instead of dragging out the process by waiting for the perfect plan, failing fast allows you to test, improve, and grow at a much quicker pace. It's not about rushing blindly. It's about being willing to take action, learn from the outcome, and keep evolving. Number 4, celebrate effort. Every attempt means you're in the arena, doing the work. That alone sets you apart from the countless others who never even try because they're afraid of failing. Each time you step forward, you build courage, discipline, and experience. Even if the result isn't perfect, the fact that you showed up, took action, and dared to try is a victory worth acknowledging. When you start seeing failure as a process, not a punishment, you'll unlock your true potential. Turning failure into fuel. Here's the secret. Failure can become your biggest source of motivation. Think back to a time when you failed badly. Didn't it light a fire inside you to prove yourself, to get better, to come back stronger? That fire is fuel. Use it. Write down your failures. Look at them not as scars, but as reminders of how far you've come. Every no brings you closer to a yes. Every door that closes leads you to the one that's meant to open. Conclusion. So why is failure the key to long-term success? Because failure teaches, it builds resilience, it sparks creativity, and it pushes you to grow in ways success never could. Remember this, the people who succeed in life aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who use it. They fall, they learn, they rise, and that cycle is what makes them great. So the next time you fail, don't see it as the end. See it as a new beginning. Because failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the path to it. Keep going. Your success story is being written even in your failures.